You are absolutely gonna love this whipped body scrub. There is just something to a whipped consistency in a body scrub that brings it up to the next level. It really takes something ordinary and it makes it feel extraordinary. The whipped consistency is absolutely lovely in a scrub, and there's just something to a scrub that really holds its shape and it kind of grips on a little bit better. There's nothing wrong with a crunchy scrub when you're just taking like some sugar and some oil and you're using it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but we can take something simple like that, add a few ingredients, and really bring it to be a more luxurious, more spa-like product, more of a product that you would buy in the store. So I thought in this video I would walk you through all of the ingredients, why we use them, everything like that. Then we'll dive in, we'll actually make the scrub, and I will show you how it works at the very end. Without further ado, let's dive in, let's talk about formulating the scrub. Obviously, the most important thing is going to be your exfoliator. I'm going with sugar. You certainly could use salt if you didn't want to use sugar as an exfoliant. Just make sure that you use a fine grain one, right? The coarser salts or sugars are going to be too rough on your skin, so make sure you're using like a granulated sugar or a fine grain salt, be it Himalayan salt, Dead Sea salt, whatever you prefer. Now, in order to have a whipped consistency, we have to have a thickness to this butter. So I'm using cocoa butter. Now, cocoa butter is significantly harder than cocoa butter. So cocoa butter is a pretty hard, brittle butter, but this butter is just a little bit harder than that. So I thought that brings a nice consistency into this sugar scrub. Now, to combat that just a little bit, but keep it still thick, I'm bringing in some shea butter. So shea butter is wonderful for moisturizing your skin. It's also going to melt right around room temperature. So as you're using this scrub, it's going to become more pliable the more you use it because the shea butter is melting in there. Now, in order to thin that out, right, so we can't just have a bunch of butters and sugars because it would be too thick to use. So I'm gonna add a carrier oil. I'm going with sweet almond oil, and sweet almond oil is absolutely lovely in this sugar scrub. What it's gonna do is it's gonna give it a little bit of a glide, so when you're using it, it really feels luxurious. Now, the superstar for me in this recipe is the BTMS 50. So BTMS 50 is an emulsifier, and what that's basically gonna do is that's gonna take the oils that are on your skin, it's gonna make the oils in the water hold together and wash down the drain. There's just something about when you have too much oil left behind on your body. I don't love that in a body scrub. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my preference. I also don't love when it gets stuck to the tub and it's very slippery. So the BTMS 50 is going to create an emulsion. Go ahead, wash those oils directly down your drain so you're not having a slippery tub and also your skin isn't too oily. Then we're gonna add just a little bit of acetyl alcohol again to help thicken this up, right? We need it to hold its whip shape. So some acetyl alcohol is going to do that, and it helps stabilize our whip, right? So when we whip this, there's just something to a whipped product, like when you dip your hand in there and it has like that bubbly consistency, like the little air pockets, so satisfying. We don't want to lose those in this product. This is why we use the acetyl alcohol, help hold that shape. The vegetable glycerin is a humectant, meaning that it takes moisture from the air and it's going to draw and hold it to your skin. So when you think about this body scrub, we have oils and butters and exfoliants and all of these things. The humectant is going to bring some moisturizing properties to your skin, and it just really takes it up to that next level. In addition, I'm adding a preservative. Now, I'm adding this for a couple of reasons. Number one, the humectant is going to draw moisture to itself. So when you open the container, it's going to grab water from the air and hold onto it. So we don't want to have mold and bacteria in here. Also, you're probably using this in the shower, so probably best just to add a preservative. And I'm adding just the tiniest bit of white mica powder. I really feel like it did add a difference. Like it gave it like a pearly color, and it just changed it from like a plain regular white to more of like a pearl color white. I don't know if that makes sense, but it did make a difference for me. You certainly don't need to add the mica, but I just like to be a little bit extra. And the scent of this, ooh, you know that I love food smells in the shower. I don't know what it is, but I went with sugar cookie and it smells absolutely delicious. Like you would think sugar cookie would be something you could only use around Christmas. Nope. This is a year-round scent. So it smells absolutely delicious. You can easily swap this out for whatever fragrance oil you're using. That's just the one that I'm using in the scrub. Without further ado, let's dive in. Let's learn how to make our whipped body scrub. We're going to start out by grabbing a heat-safe container, and we're going to pop in our cocoa butter, shea butter, sweet almond oil, BTMS 50, and our acetyl alcohol. Go ahead, grab a pan with a little bit of water and a silicone mat. We're gonna create a double boiler and put our oils on top of this. What we're gonna do, turn this on to a low to medium heat, and we're gonna start melting our oil phase ingredients. So while you have this on the double boiler, you're gonna wanna come through and be mixing it periodically. The reason why we do this is we only wanna heat our oils and our butters and everything up until they're melted. We use the double boiler so not to overheat anything, and mixing it just really makes sure that no matter where the butters and stuff are in the container, it's all at the same temperature, if that makes sense. So it's just making sure that we don't overheat anything. We only heat it up as much as we need to get it melted. Now that this is fully melted, we'll go ahead, pull it off. I like to take a washcloth and just wipe the edges, that way we get all the water off of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pop this into a larger container, because this is gonna be a lot easier to whip in than this little one. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take an ice bath. So this is just some frozen ice on the bottom with some water on top. And I'm gonna cool this down a little bit quicker by putting it in here. Anytime I'm working with shea butter, I like to really cool it down faster. Shea butter can get really grainy if it's heated up too much or cooled down too slow. So I like to just add a little bit of an ice bath just to bring the temperature down as quickly as I can. Now, one of the secrets to this recipe is actually cooling everything down before we whip it, right? So if we want to get this lovely whipped consistency, we really need it to be at room temperature. So we need to get this cooled down enough before we get it mixed up. Okay, now that we have this pretty much all the way cooled down, we're gonna pull it off of our ice bath. Make sure you wipe the bottom of the container. We're gonna add in our vegetable glycerin, which is a humectant. It really brings a lovely property to this. It helps with the glide, but it also helps with drawing moisture to your skin. I'm gonna add our fragrance oil, vitamin E oil, and our preservative. We're gonna go ahead and mix everything in. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of pearl mica powder to this just to give it that white cream color. We'll come in and give that one more mix. And we'll come in and whip this. So as you can tell, the pearl color really does make a big difference in the color of this scrub. Also, so does making sure that it is cooled down before we whip it if we want to be able to keep a nice whipped consistency. Now we're going to go ahead and add our granulated sugar. And we're going to whip it again. And look at the consistency of this scrub. It really is like a light, fluffy, whipped consistency. And then once we have that all mixed up, we'll just go ahead and pop it into our container. Can we just appreciate the consistency of that? No video would be complete without showing you how to use the scrub. You're going to take a little bit of scrub in your hand. I'm just going to add a wee little bit of water. And you always want to use scrubs in circular motions. See the white lotion-like consistency that I was talking about? It will go like that. I'm still getting a little bit of the scrubbing power. And once that's all used up, go ahead and rinse it all off. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy making and using your scrub as much as I did. It really is a lot of fun. I'm having an absolute blast formulating these scrubs. So here's the thing, no one scrub is like right or wrong. It all comes down to personal preference. So what I like to do is I like to use different scrubs. I'll even go to the store. I buy a whole bunch of different body scrubs and I see what I like and what I don't like. There's certain properties that I love in a scrub and there's certain properties that I dislike in a scrub. That's why I want to give you so many different options of the types of body scrubs that you can use, so we have one that you absolutely love. If you haven't done so already, be sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. And don't forget that I do give you a link to my website. It's summerrain.website. The actual link like to this post is going to be in the description box down below. So on my website, I do give you substitutions. So if you need to swap out this oil or this butter, or you need to know what else you can use, that is available on my website, summerrain.website.